Welcome, folks, to the home of the Golden Gophers here in Minneapolis. This is a charged-up, on-campus environment, and they are ready for this collision. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Aggies will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Movement at the second level of the defense now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Locates the tight end. It's complete.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 45. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Really good job here by this defense of taking away any threat downfield. Once he came to the outside, nowhere to go with the ball, so he has to tuck it and try to pick up a couple yards.
Here comes the bunch formation. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He shreds the tackle. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Give it to the back again. Will he score here? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
That's one of the more impressive drives that I've seen in a long time. They did not throw the football, and this running back got behind that big offensive line, just moved the ball all the way down the field, and then finally into the end zone. That is very discouraging for this defense.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that previous play. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Trucks through the defense. Look at that. He's still going. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Golden Gophers will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle in the line of scrimmage.
The Golden Gophers are in the red zone. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass caught. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make.
It's a fake. Direct snap to the up man. The fake works. They get the yards they needed on that play.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Hand off to the single back. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal, and they find the end zone this time out. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
And everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The end of the first quarter with the score. Texas A&M 7, Minnesota 3.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Kick is up and no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the extra point was up and good.
14, Minnesota 3.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a wide open receiver, complete. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough man.
No shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw yet again. To sure hands. It's Diggs. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield and make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackled, but first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Snags a good throw.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Golden Gophers looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
14, Minnesota 10.
Returner looking to make a play here. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Kicking team on now for the extra point.
Takes it back.
They add the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas A&M 21, Minnesota 10.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. The returner is brought down. Gets to start with the next drive.
Take over 1st and 10.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Good enough for the first down at 37.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
It's a shotgun run call. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Handoff from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll use the ground game here. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it an 18-point game, 28-10. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Minnesota 10.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And the Golden Gophers have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for a deep completion. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He's got some room and some blockers here. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Minnesota 10.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. The coverage team able to bring him down. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
He's on the run. Launches deep. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
The Golden Gophers are in the red zone now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. That's caught. It's Sims. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
How about the consistency from this quarterback and his accuracy? That's 5 passes, 5 completions, and now he's got 1st and goal.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fine time, moving to his left. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on 1st and goal, and you throw it. Oh, why not run the football right there?
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point try coming now. And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. And now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Linebacker shifting around now. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Offense tops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Convoy.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to begin the second half.
Number 18, set to kick off.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Caught in the flat by the running back. In the clear at the 25. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A short completion to the tight end. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And her head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
They're going to run it. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And now the running back's got it again. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
That's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
Ball handed off. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
And they'll kick it away here. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota offense takes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Short return, tackled at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
To keep her all the way in a really solid game, Kirk, this defense was worried about stopping the QB run today.
Yeah, with a guy like this, as a defense, you got to add an extra guy down into the box area because of the threat of his
running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
They were handed great starting field position, but now it's 3rd and 10. Well, they have to settle for 3. And the quarterback dropping back, running out of time in the pocket. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled after the catch. And the Golden Gophers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. He's got his man wide open. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. Eludes the rush. Looking to scramble now, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 38, Minnesota 17.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down.
29 Philly.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Golden Gophers lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. No huddle here for the offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. And the Golden Gophers will line up now. It's 1st and goal.
What a great job by the offensive coordinator. He believed in his quarterback that he could make the play, and he does. Also, the receiver being able to get separation to give him the chance to get that ball in.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. We're set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
Texas A&M offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? We'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that
play. Try and muscle for the first down. Fights through the tackler. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Going the other way, can they stop him?
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
I'll flip back to the QB. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And that catch is hauled in. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
Looking to throw it on first down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And out comes the offense, set to take over here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Just trucks the man. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Receiver makes the grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll give it to the running back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And looking for a big play here. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And now the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's caught downfield.
And that's another goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch is made down the middle. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback will take a knee. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Minnesota offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You bet.
Going for a big play downfield. And is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.